Good morning everybody, how's it going? Welcome to this week's video. It's actually quite cool today. We are, I think, officially coming out of the summer dryness. It's very windy. I think this is probably the longest real dry period we've had since we've been in Portugal. I think we've had 2 days of rain since June, so been tough, but it looks like the weekend is going to bring some rain, some very much needed rain. Anyway, as you can see, we have had a delivery, so comes part 2 of installing the car seat, and I'm hoping this one's a little bit simpler than the first one, but I have a feeling that's going to be famous last words. So anyway, here we go. This week we have had a visit from a friend of ours from the Alentejo, Kayla, who has the Yellow Boots Homestead channel. We'll leave a link to it down there. She, I think this is how you pronounce it, is a doula. So it's been really quite useful to have her around to give us some professional expertise and some support for Carissa. So I think that's gone down really well. Carissa's feeling a lot more prepared. Also, thank you so much for all of your comments and your love in the last video. It really did mean a lot. It's so lovely to have you lot giving us kind words and support and yeah, making us feel normal for being anxious and overwhelmed by such things. And my back is also a lot better. Thank you. Off-road wheel. So this also has like a pram stroller in it as well. And the idea with going for this one, mostly because I've seen tons of people really struggle getting like car seats in and out, setting up the pram, etc, etc. So this is like a 3-in-1. But the reviews on this were really good, so that's why we've gone, how on earth does this come out of here? I'm just going to break the box, I think. Madness. Don't fall in. Right, so this bit's quite obvious. That's the baby seat, car seat thing. It's actually quite similar to a climbing harness, so that's quite useful. Right, should we see if we can get this in the seat? So here's a big clue as to the sex of the baby, although I would have probably got this if it was the opposite sex too. How cute is that? It's quite mad to think that the next time I do this it's going to have a baby inside it. So from what I understand, the baby goes in this way. So again, typical male, I haven't read the instructions. Oh, of course we can spin it round, can't we? That goes there then. Oh wow, how easy was that? And then we do this, and it spins. Little sun guard. Why can't we all have seats like this to drive? This looks well comfy. And everything's on green, so even though it's a bit wobbly, I think that's actually how it's supposed to be. There's that for a seatbelt. Do you do that too? I really should read the instructions. It seems to make sense though. I haven't got a clue. Anyway, so far so good. Right, now let's see if we can put this together. So while I say that I have good progress on my back, we did have quite a setback. And it's quite a funny and yet disgusting story at the same time. We came home from, I was actually going to pick up Kayla from the train station, and opened the kitchen door, and there was an explosion of Diogo poo. I'm not going to put a picture up, even though the picture is quite funny. But I don't deal too well with that amount of dog poo, and kind of like retched and coughed, and absolutely ruined my back. So that wasn't fun, but it was quite funny. Right, I need to go and get some scissors, so back in a moment. So, as I mentioned last time we were doing this, this has got to be one of the most surreal things I've ever done in my life. But also very fun. What was it? You can do a little tester on sausage, can't we, and take it for a ride. So, I feel like I should say this. One of you, very, very kindly, did offer to buy us this, which is very expensive. But living in America, it was far too complicated to work it out with Amazon for some reason. So, but seriously, thank you so much, just simply for the offer and for thinking about it. Every week we're kind of astounded by how generous and kind you guys are. There we go. It moves. So it says here max 22 kilos. That's a pretty big kid. Right. I think we need instructions again. Well, it was that simple after all. There we go. So now, underneath these arms, don't drop the baby. Et voila. Baby in there. Does it have brakes? Yes, it does. Right. So that's all we need to get it home. Very easy. Good job. Ooh, it's got an extender. Why are you not coming out?
You look like a dad.
I know, right? The only thing now is I can't work out how to get it back off the pram.
He's pointing to something. Hey, pull.
Push. Push.
Push these.
Oh. Oh wow, look at that. There you go.
That's why instructions are always...
I can't understand the instructions,
No, I know.
they're in a different language. Ooh. Solid.
Is crazy.
Isn't it?
That's so handy because you can
You can
sleep in that at the house.
Yeah. This is why we went for it, see?
Well done. Good researching. Ah, okay. Does this go over the seat?
It goes over all of it.
Oh, deal. Ah, and then you can sit up in it as
Like a
it
4-year-old.
gets bigger. Yeah.
Yeah. 22 kilos.
That's what it feels like he weighs already. I've just said. He.
Yeah. More than half of you guessed right, I think.
Yeah. Yes, we're having a little boy.
Psyched.
A very wriggly boy.
I'm going to tell them how far away you are.
I'm 37 weeks today exactly, and it's Sunday the 12th of October.
So you can do the maths and work the rest out.
So he could arrive tomorrow, he could arrive in 5 weeks. Well, if he's not arrived in 5 weeks, I think the hospital will make sure he's arrived.
Cool, eh?
Very cool. It's just got brakes on it.
Yeah.
Is it that thing that I pushed down?
Yeah. Or maybe push up. Not for flip-flops.
Oh wow, this makes me really feel like a little mum.
I know, right?
Beep, 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 beep.
More fire planes.
Can't really bend down like that anymore.
Don't worry. I got it.
No, it's the...
Oh, yeah. So I guess we keep that in the house for now. We're not going to need it for a while until we actually take him for a walk.
Yeah, because that can't go in the car, can it? Crazy.
Isn't it? So one of the big benefits of this system is when you are removing said baby from the car, or even putting him in, you can have it there, so it's easy. You don't have to do it on the side. And then, can I remember how to get it out? No. Can't. Did this last? Oh no, it's this one.
These.
It's this one here.
Oh, wow, that's very easy.
Super easy.
Lovely.
How cute. If you're a regular viewer of our channel, you'll know that our whole off-grid home is powered by Bluetti, who are a pioneer in the clean energy industry and have curated a diverse range of reliable, clean energy solutions. Whether that's for emergency backup power for your home, independent off-grid energy, or something more portable to use for your next adventure. They recently sent us their newest product, which is something we're really excited about, as they have developed their Pioneer Sodium battery, which is powered by sodium ion cells and therefore avoids using rare metals like lithium and cobalt. Sodium is abundant, clean and sustainable, giving you power that's both good for the planet and reliable for your everyday needs. One of the standout features is that it is engineered for cold weather, and though we can't quite showcase this feature at the moment as it still feels like summer here in Portugal, this makes the Pioneer Sodium ideal for handling any winter blackouts and harsh conditions. We're looking forward to testing it this winter during the frosty mornings when the temperature can occasionally drop below zero. It can safely be charged up at temperatures as low as -15 degrees Celsius and can take in up to 1900 watts AC or solar input, and can quickly reach 80% charge in just 35 minutes. For its size, it's pretty powerful and can power anything up to 1500 watts, even in -25 degree temperatures. This can handle most home, outdoor or emergency tasks, plus there's a powerlifting mode if you need to use anything up to 2250 watts. We feel Bluetti stands out in the industry for their high quality, and the Pioneer Sodium is built to last a decade with over 4,000 charge cycles. If you've been thinking about getting a backup for potential future power cuts, or if you like the idea of having portable power, whether you're going on a road trip or working where you can't usually get power to, you can check out Bluetti by clicking the link in our description box below. Thank you to Bluetti for sponsoring today's video and keeping us powered. Check out how nice these cosmoses are. Beautiful. So these are something we've never really had too much success with in the past, but we thought we'd go hard with them because they're really easy to puree and make for baby food. So they've gone crazy. The rest are a bit small, different colours, so I'm going to leave them. Apparently to get the sweetness out it's best to cure them for a bit, so I think we'll do that. And we have this little cute thing too. Some little aubergines. I don't think they're going to get any bigger. So one thing we've decided between us is that I'm going to try and take over the garden, at least until like deep into spring, just so Carissa doesn't have to. Still got some peppers growing quite nicely, and still some tomatoes too. I don't think we've ever had this many tomatoes in a year.
Meow. Oh, good boy. So Iwan has just popped out to go and buy a new chicken. As some of you may remember from a few videos ago, we said we were down to just one, Joao, and she seemed really happy on her own. She is a bit of a loner chicken, and we were just going to keep an eye on her and see how she does. And she'd been thriving, and she'd been thriving. Then she went broody, and we were a bit concerned whether the symptoms of broodiness are similar to when chickens are a bit sad of being alone, so we weren't too sure, and we don't want to risk that she's kind of depressed and lonely. So yeah, he's gone to go and buy another chicken. Hopefully that goes down well, because chickens can be very feisty. They have a very set pecking order, so it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. We're just going to get one and go from there. It is still extremely hot here. I've never known such a dry autumn. We've had one day of rain in September. The land is so dry and crispy, and we still can't do any of the land clearing work that we would normally be doing this time of year, because we cannot use our big wood chipper, which we would use to clear the bottom of the olive trees, because olive picking season is coming soon. And yeah, there's lots we want to be doing outside that we can't. We can't have fires, so we can't clear the brambles. We can't use the lawnmower because the fire risk is still so high. And it's quite funny, there's a website that shows you the fire risk, and it's been red for a very long time, and then we have rain forecast this weekend. Yeah, the whole country just turns green the next day, which means that we're allowed to use all the things that we want to use. So yeah, it's felt like a very stagnant autumn and quite uncomfortable, because we're not getting that relief that you normally get after the heat of summer, and this constant heat is just very exhausting, especially being pregnant. I normally push myself a little bit when it's hot, but I know I need to be a bit more careful. So yeah, it's just been a lot of waiting. I feel like this period of pregnancy is about waiting anyway, so I'm practicing a lot of patience. But yeah, it just feels like we're on the cusp of change in so many ways. Everything is about to change for us in big ways and small ways, so really excited for the next few months to unfold. Iwan's back is getting a lot better, which means he's going to be able to get on with some projects that, yeah, everything has just felt very on hold. Luckily we've had something to be preparing for, and we feel very prepared now. And as I mentioned, we're having a little boy, and I think we're pretty set on the name, but we'll share that once he's born. It's quite an interesting cultural difference, I would say, is I feel like in the UK people don't ask the name you're going to give, you find out when they're born, whereas here in Portugal everyone asks, oh, what's their name? You know, I think names are very family driven here, like it's a lot about the heritage of the name, so it's kind of, yeah, it feels like there's a very different relationship with that. We've also had Nick popped over a few evenings ago to give us some advice on some of the projects we want to work on, mainly the leak that we have in this roof, because that's really holding us back from working on the kitchen, so we need to figure out how to get that resolved. So thank you, Nick, for your advice, and again, hopefully things are going to start moving forward once this heat goes. It's 30 degrees, like it's not even just a little bit warm, it feels really like sticky and uncomfortable. The evenings and the mornings are quite cold now. It's been a bit of a challenging autumn so far, and I'm just ready to get all my cosy jumpers out and get a fire on, but it feels like we're a long way from that. But it might be quite an extreme sudden drop into that, so that'll be a little shock to the system. One very lovely thing that I have had this week though is my good friend Kayla came to visit. She is a certified doula, amongst many other things. In fact, she's an incredible human. She does craniosocial massage, she's a yoga teacher, she's a naturopathic doctor, like fully trained. Just a very good person to have around, other than her just being a very lovely friend. In fact, if you live in Geneva, perchance, she goes there quite regularly, that's where she used to live, to offer treatment. So I'll leave her Instagram below in case you want to book in with her. But they live in the Alentejo now, and they have a YouTube channel as well called the Yellow Boots Homestead. Check out her lovely videos. and yeah, she just came and like took really good care of me and cooked a delicious dal, and just, yeah, it felt really good to have spent some really good time with a good friend. Yeah, I'm feeling very nourished and very ready to not be pregnant anymore, but it's yeah, it's just this waiting period now of not knowing when it could happen tomorrow, or we could be waiting another 4 weeks. Thank you guys so much as well, because you've all helped us to feel very settled. The last video, all the comments reading through was so nice, so yeah, thank you. Let's see who Iwan's going to bring home, huh? We're going to have a new chuk chuk. More eggs. You don't know what's coming, do you, sausage? A lot of people have asked if the animals seem to know. I'm not sure. They're kind of very demanding and cuddly always, so Diogo's more protective of me perhaps, but he kind of always has been, so Frankie just demands what she wants. What you got there?
Dinner for tonight. Oh, dog. New member of the clan.
Where's the new Darwin?
Can't. Hi.